First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Now here's Curry. Starts outside. 4 on the clock. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And stolen by Thompson. For the finish. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
The Cavaliers leading. Pass to Thompson. A 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Now this is his comfort zone. Klay Thompson beyond the arc. Such an easy look right there.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Curry, good.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003. Soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Starks. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
DeAndre Jordan, simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
To the paint. Here's Kirilenko.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Kevin Durant talked about the key to his longevity. And he said just being enthusiastic about the game every day and wanting to get better, that forces you to get in the gym. What you do the most is what you're going to be best at. And if you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's how I look at it. Guys?
Truly the love for the game. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now, here's Martin. No good again that time.
Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Here's Curry. Jordan with the rebound. Lakers trail by 12. For 3, Durant. That one misses.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now. Looking a little out of sorts.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Curry. An easy 2 points on the layup. Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And that's something Cunningham takes pride in. Sharp read with that pinpoint pass.
Curry wide open. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Cavaliers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jason Tatum off a pass from his teammate makes easy work of it.
So, great for Cooper Flagg. Both of his parents were college basketball players.
Yeah, and I love that Cooper's mom calls him String Baby. Though at this point, he's a powerful young man. And he also has a twin brother, Ace, who's got some talent as well.
Here's Yao. Pass to Kamare. They double-team Yao. Clock is at 3. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Lakers ball.
Lakers trail by 9. Here is Lucas. Yao with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Ming makes defensively, using that huge reach to block or alter shots.
And yes, it's good. Granger's got his first bucket of the night.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Rondo looking over the floor. Pass to Bane. Here's Cousins. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Outside, White. Yao inside. They double team Yao. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball.
Five on the clock. Here's Granger. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Lakers trail by 9. In the corner, it's Bane. Here's Cousins. Back to Bane. Fires for 3. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Bane's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Rondo to the inside. Yao's shot is good. Yao's got his first points in this one. And people, Doris, talk about the right time for a team to go all in. What goes into that decision, do you think?
Well, first and foremost, if you are having a high measure of success, it becomes about how do we sustain this roster to not miss the window to compete for championships. If you're talented and you're winning, how do you do the best you can to sustain that kind of success?
Here's Cousins. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Back to White. Lets it go with the 3. Lakers trail by 9. And that one's good. Flat.
Yeah, they got into a nice flow this quarter.
.151 left to play in the first half. Rondo uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
And although not the biggest guy, you got to love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
Yao. Bane with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And it's flag missing. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Bane with the steal. Here's Tatum. Rebounded by Kamare. And the Cavaliers with possession here. Granger left side. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Here's Yao. Comes up empty down low. The Lakers on offense. Here's Tatum. Tatum using his size inside.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up.
Rondo gets the bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
A leaner. Cousins. Rebound by Yao. Pass to Kamare. Granger for the 3. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And it's Cunningham with the ball for L.A. 9-point game. He locks up the alley-oop pass. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
If you see yourself in the big screen, you know what to do. Show us you. Give yourself a big round of applause.
The 3 from KD. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
There's the pick. It's Kirilenko on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The second chance effort. Not enough on that one as it misses. Lakers trail by 9. Durant wide open. He fires. Drains the 3-pointer. KD's got 5.
A nice rhythm jump shot for Kevin Durant. How many of those do you think he's taken in his lifetime?
Bobbed up there for Howard. They get it again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Listen, we know Dwight Howard is on the back 9 of his career, but he can still be valuable. This guy is capable of a double-double every night.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Outside for Durant. And he recovers it. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kev. The Lakers are always thinking title. Coach J.J. Redick said, everything I've ever done in this sport has been crystallized into how can I win a championship. I got close as a college player and as an NBA player. My hope and goal is to bring the Lakers their 18th NBA championship as head coach. Guys, back to you.
Yep, eyes on the prize. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Screen by Howard. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Screen by Howard. And a wide open look for Kirilenko. From the high post, he drills it. Kirilenko's got his second bucket of the night.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
The three from KD. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Durant's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Los Angeles.
Not easy to wrap up Howard, one of the strongest players in the league.
The Cavaliers shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid, though.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
Here's Curry. Martin gets the rebound. Lakers trail by 4. Here's Jordan. Excellent D from Howard.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
A rebound by the Lakers.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity. Just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Pass to Howard. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 5. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
Well, once again, Steph bails them out with the shot clock nearly at 0. Love his opportunism.
And he drives in. The kick out to Cunningham. Count that one.
Yeah, nice job there. Just very lackluster defense.
The Cavaliers leading. Pass to Curry. Inside. Here's Howard. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And that's now 7 points for Howard. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And Cleveland making a change here. Lakers trail by 4. Now Flag to the middle. Bane with the bucket. Bane's got 5.
Striking fast inside. Bane isn't going to miss a chance at a look like that.
Curry from deep three-point land. And Bane pulls it down. And that one's good. Flag. Flag's got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
Just outstanding work in transition from Flag. He deserved to be rewarded for the energy he gave there.
Here's Kirilenko, and he dunks it down.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Science to the hoop. And it's Flag missing.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Flag. Here's Martin. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Cavaliers lead by 4. We're going to step aside for just a second. But
44.
and with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Cleveland leading by 4. Rondo with it. Down low. Here's Kirilenko. Kick by Yao. 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And the basket by Kirilenko. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Granger outside. Over Martin. Out to Kirilenko. Back to Yao. Tries again. It's hauled in by Zubac. Lakers trail by 7. Pass to Martin. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. Cavaliers on D. Here in the fourth quarter, the defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Kamara. And here is Yao. Back to Kamara. Bane with the steal. And that one's good. Flag. 6 points for Cooper Flag.
And really pushing the tempo. Fast break buckets, a big factor for them offensively.
Granger outside to the inside. Yao. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And this is where you feed Yao because almost no one is going to be able to block it.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. Clearly, there's no doubt in the coach's mind. He told his guys, look, we're in this. All it takes is a couple of stops and a couple of buckets. It's yours for the taking. Now go out there and take it. I like his confidence. Guys?
And Allie, thanks so much. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 7. And again, the Lakers no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Boogie Cousins understands how to catch defenders out of position and get to the free throw line. Nicely done.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
And talking to Con Knippel, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined. Those shots are like layups for Knippel. He's got such a great feel with that J.
Curry. And they pick up the 2.
Big sequence there, guys. Curry takes it upon himself to take and make the big bucket.
Spins.
Clearly a foul.
And he makes the first.
Well, you think back to DeMarcus Cousins' career. Because of his skill set on the low block, he has spent a lot of time at the foul line.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Here's Curry. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Thompson. Howard in the post.
And love how Howard throws it down. Just spectacular to watch on these alley-oops given his strength.
DeMarcus Cousins leaves no doubt in a big moment, big-time play.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. Lakers trailed by 4. Cunningham can't drop the tough three-pointer. Cleveland with the ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. .127 left here in the fourth quarter. It's tipped. Just 5 to shoot. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And so Cousins will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 4-point game. Doesn't get that one.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Knocks it loose. Stephen Curry. Durant rips down the rebound.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Look at KD going to work inside.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
He drills the three.
This guy has earned a reputation for handling pressure and making clutch shots.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And they go to the intentional foul. And the first of 2, no good. Breaking. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 3-point lead. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And what's their best move at this point?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Durant fires. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. And now they foul and stop the clock. It's the first that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Pulls the trigger. Oh, and right time and right place defending there. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Taken away by Kirilenko. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season.